Yo, what is up guys, it's me Silent back with another video. Before I start this video out, I want to quickly tell you guys that I will be starting streaming later this week. The next video on this channel will be a face reveal, so stay tuned for that. Also, I think at this point we have hit 900 subscribers. We are on our way to hitting 1000 subscribers. Hopefully we can reach that by the end of this year. So if you're watching this video right now and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, it would help a lot. So what I'm planning to do right now is I am currently working on a new achievement team. As you guys know, I have done it in the past as well, but this time I will be doing a 6-man achievement team. For the past week I have been leveling 3 accounts so far, and next week I will be leveling the other 3. I am doing that in Nidas dungeon and using the triple cra Eniripsa composition. I'll be showing you guys in this video how I am leeching my own characters to level 200 in like 2 days of time. Keep in mind that I'm working as well and not playing 24/7. But yeah, technically if you rush this you can pretty much still get level 200 in 1 day. There's even some people who do it even quicker. Georgie Boy did Nidas runs in like 6 minutes, 5 minutes was his fastest run. So yeah, it is still possible to quickly leech your characters even though the panda got nerfed. I've seen people doing the double panda rogue as well. It still works, but it just needs a little bit of tweaking before you can pull it off. I will show you guys in this video how I did level my characters to level 200. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and like I said, stay tuned for next video. That's gonna be the face reveal. Also, keep in mind I am using a new mic in this video. I haven't fully set up my settings yet because I will be using a new program later this week. So I will be just keeping my audio settings like this just for this video. Enjoy the video. Yo, what is up guys, welcome back. So in the background you can see me show off my gear that I'm using for the Nidas run. My Eniripsa is in a full MP reduction set, partly intelligence. This is one of my older sets and I haven't changed it since. I think this set fully with trophies is about 250 MP reduction. Obviously I'm using a 800 initiative trophy to be able to start first in my fights. So I think I'll have around 230 MP reduction. So next up is my first cra. This is my main cra. Still using the same set: No Marrow, Tread Fast, Turtalonia, Boarhawk for a 12 AP. So it's pretty standard cra set. Using a Cloudy Dofus as well. As you see in the bottom of my bar, I am using the 100 power candies from the Halloween event. My second cra has a Jahash cloak, also full No Marrow, Tread Fast, but because I'm using a Jahash cloak, I am using the Dragon Daggers for the AP and using a Snell Mat for the crits. This cra has a little bit more chance and intelligence, a little bit less agility and strength compared to the first cra. Now the third cra has my Masquerader set, I think. So it has melee damage, transcendence runes on it, but it doesn't really matter, I have enough damage. So it's the same set as my first cra with double Turtalonia parts. My Eniripsa actually has 2 class items, the class cape and the class belt. That way I can cast the 250 power spell 3 times a turn. I'm using the MP buff spell, I think 2 times a turn, and Galvanizing Word is only 4 AP. I think the rest of the set doesn't really matter, you could pretty much go naked, but I am using my regular intelligence set on it. Just because if there's a tricky situation, my Eniripsa can always quickly finish off a monster that I wasn't able to kill on the off cloudy turns. So with this composition you can leech 3 characters, you can take 3 leeches as well, doesn't really matter. I think people charge like 800 KK to 1 million kamas for each run. So the starting positions are a little bit tricky depending on where the boss starts. At the moment in this fight it starts on the top. If it would start like 1 cell to the right, that's a little bit tricky. You have to start a little bit different with your characters to avoid getting one shot. I think at the end of this video I will be showing you guys the idle composition because it's not showing on screen. I just noticed when when doing the voiceover of this video. So here are my general starting positions. Just for the sake of this video, I won't be going creature mode. Obviously when going creature mode it is a little bit faster. So the idols are actually the petunias, where you take damage when an ally takes damage, and where enemies are like buffed on their range damage. So you pretty much have to avoid getting hit at all during the whole fight. So Eniripsa starts first, does some MP reduction, range raid the Levitrough obviously, because with these starting positions I think he can reach me on turn 1. You want to avoid getting the green poison on you, because when you hit him it will swap with you and it will mess up your placement. So pretty much on turn 1 I'm using the 3 AP buff spell. Range buff with either the first craw or the second one, depending on starting positions, whether I need to push anyone or whatever. So the first craw is generally doing some placement, pushing, pulling them up so the other craws can fully use their damage on them. So as you see here, buffing. I'm using a devouring word because it is therefore a lot easier to kill the Harish because of the negative air resistance. So yeah, basically I am staying on the middle right side of the map and lining up my characters and just doing damage from there. Using Arrow of Judgment, it is pretty easy to kill the Levitrough, but you have to keep in mind on wave 2 there are 3 of them, so depending on the spawns you might need to react a little bit differently. So Eniripsa is fully buffing the craws with power. I usually MP buff the Eniripsa and the first craw on the first turn, and after that I will just cycle, so every turn they are always 8 MP. Because then it's a lot easier to reach the monsters, especially as you can see here on screen, the Harish was on the bottom right corner, so it's sometimes a little bit tricky to reach him. On turn 2 you have the negative Cloudy, so you'll be doing a little bit less damage, so it's very important that the Eniripsa just keeps the monsters away, especially the Kama monsters. I don't know what the name is, I just name them Kama. Kama Strerisk, whatever. They can jump 3 cells, and I think their attack is 3 cells as well, so you have to count their MP in order to avoid getting hit. Keep in mind the Harish does give 1000 shields to anyone around him in 2 cells if you hit him, so keep that in mind if you want to cluster the monsters and use it like spells like Explosive Arrow, that you will be giving the enemies 1000 shield upon each hit. The third craw is actually using the spell variant of Bat's Eye to give the gravity state on the mob that jumps. So it's easier, especially on turn 2, to avoid getting hit by him. With 230 MP reduction, it is pretty easy to keep the boss away and quickly finish off the monsters. I have seen people who keep the boss away until like turn 2 or 3, but I usually just kill the boss after turn 1 because my craws have enough damage to do so. On turn 3 I have the Cloudy damage, again the bonus, so it's therefore very easy to finish off the remaining monsters and then start hitting the boss. So as you see, on turn 3 I have finished all the side mobs, which is not too bad actually, and I can start hitting the boss. I think I have like 2 turns left and it is pretty easy. Sometimes I kill the boss on turn 5, and otherwise I'll just kill it at the beginning of the new wave. Like I said in the beginning, you have to keep in mind on the second wave you have a 3 Levitrough, so either range rape or MP rape, keep them away to avoid getting the poison. And after that, after wave 2, it is pretty easy. The rest of the fight is just doing massive damage and keeping the Levitrough away. Other than that, nothing really special. The rest of the fight I will be speeding up, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions regarding the Nidas leeches, let me know in the comments below. Next week I will be leveling a new 3-man team to finish up my 6-man achievement team. And later this week I will be doing the face reveal on this channel and then start streaming. Hopefully everything goes right. I will be fixing my audio because this one is a little bit echoey. I'm still using the OBS settings that I've used before, but I will be using Streamlabs later this week and hopefully getting this echoey sound fixed, which should be no problem. Enjoy the rest of this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, and I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily